Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Today we are getting into a brand new chapter. We've been graced with a lot of chapters in a row so far of Year 6, which is nice because this is one of the things that I asked for. I wanted, I'm not saying it directly came, but I think most of us were asking for, we want more chapters and less subquests. Don't mind subquests, but make the subquests better quality and then maybe less of them and more chapters, because chapters are so good because we've got the storyline in them. Study Trelawney's prophecy with the Weasleys. So we've got 6 parts to this, which is pretty cool. So it's a big one, fairly big one. Should be a fair few tasks and scenes. If you hear a loud bang at any point during this episode, it will be because I've put ice blocks on top of the oven. Desperate times. It's really hot in England at the moment. The hottest it's ever been, I think. And so I've got the fridge open, and I've got, partner's just made a pizza. I don't have to say partner now. I can say wife. My wife's just made a pizza, and there's heat coming out of the oven, and a computer just makes for a concoction of pure heat, exhaustion, death. And I don't want to do that during this episode. I hope that one day someone looks at me the way Pince looks at books. Kind of romantic, but not. I'm working with Madame Pomfrey to find a cure for the petrified student. All right, good work, Kiara. Will we see more of Kiara in Year 6? I hope so. So, Rowan. I started studying for my newts the day after we finished our O's. Wait. Okay. Let's study with the Weasleys. Shiny, is it true that you discovered a petrified student? Technically Beatrice did, but she asked Snape to show me what happened right after. Has word really gotten out that quickly? It's all the school can talk about. The prevailing theories is that it's another curse. Definitely. That's what Snape believes too. Which means, to save the student, we'll need to find and break the curse on the final curse vault. I'm sorry, Charlie. We were scheduled to study together now, but that was before this statue curse happened. Do you mind if we cancel? All I can think about is whether Trelawney's prophecy might be related to all of this. Trelawney gave you a prophecy? Yeah, after reading the tea leaves in my cup during the divination class on tessomancy. But aren't Trelawney's prophecies notoriously incorrect? Do you think this one's real? I think it's real. Unfortunately, I think it's a real prophecy, as much as I wish it wasn't. It fits too well with what I know about the final curse vault and the new statue curse to be a coincidence. I believe and trust in your gut, and if your gut is telling you this is real, it probably is. That's why I want to look into it. The problem is that it's vague. It will be hard to decipher. Then why don't I help you? Really? Charlie, you'll help me research Trelawney's prophecy? Oh no. Not if I have any say in the matter. You followed me here, Percy? Yes, to make sure that you're not shirking your studies like you shirked your responsibilities all summer. You've been shirking your responsibilities, Charlie. That's not like you. Returning to normal since Rakepick betrayed us and left us for dead in the vault has been hard. I can't just carry on like nothing happened. I understand what happened with Rakepick was awful, but that's no excuse. Honestly, it's bad enough that I have to babysit the twins now that they've started at Hogwarts. But I never thought I'd have to tell my prefect older brother to keep his mind on school. What would Bill say if he knew about this? Bill would sympathise with what I was going through. That's true. Bill was betrayed by Rakepick too, yet he managed to focus on his duties as Gringotts Cursebreaker. You should follow his example and focus on your duties as a student. Tell you what, there goes. There's the first ice pack melted. I tell you what, Percy, I'll devote the rest of the day to studying. If you agree to decode Shiny's prophecy for me. You studied all summer in preparation for your first year in divination, Percy. I'm sure you'd be a big help. I'd appreciate it, Charlie, but you don't have to do that. I want to. If I can help stop the statue curse, it's worth it. Well, I do find divination quite useful and interesting. All right, I'll accept your offer, but I'll need to know exactly what the prophecy was. Trelawney said she saw murky water in my future, as well as, and I quote, changes swirling around you, endings, final endings, Prices to pay. The ultimate price. That's certainly ominous. We better start trying to decode it right away. That wasn't a nice pack. The knob just fell off the oven. I don't even know how that happened. Strange. Maybe the steam. That's the second one, guys. There's the second one. But it's not too hot so far. Right. Come on, Charlie. Does a Trelawney predict a student will die every year and it never happens? Probably. Did I mention this is only my first year of divination? Nope. Could final endings refer to the last cursed vault? Or death? Swirling and murky water sounds related. This is certainly a prophecy of ill omen. Duh. I thought the ultimate prize might be referring to death. Oh my god, that's so weird. This is literally what I thought. Doesn't Trelawney... No, you've already said that, Charlie. Yes, Percy. Tap, 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 tap. Oh man, I usually have a cup of tea with every single time I record. This time, no cup of tea. It's too hot. I am going to need to get a glass of water though. I'm going to click this and then run back. Use the time to make a glass of water. Back. Did I time that well? I don't know. When I got back it was 4. We've come up with plenty of theories on what Trelawney's prophecy might mean, but how are we supposed to figure out which any of these interpretations are right? I'm sorry, Shiny, but I'm afraid there is no we. Charlie and I need to study. But you could try asking Madam Pince. She might have a book recommendation that could help. Well, that was actually fairly helpful, Percy. Hey up! I wouldn't go near her for a while if I were you. She's in a right foul mood. Oh, it's George and Fred. What did you two do? Nothing. We just thought we'd introduce ourselves to Madam Pince is all. By reorganising a few of the library shelves. I take it these are the young twin brothers that you mentioned. That's right. I haven't introduced you yet. Shiny, this is... I'm Fred, the older twin. First year Gryffindor, of course. And I'm George, the younger twin. Also a first year Gryffindor. It's nice to meet you both. I wish I could stay and chat, but I have detention. Ah. The year's barely begun and you're already getting in trouble. Like I said, George, it doesn't make sense for us both to suffer through poacher's punishment. I'll take the blame next time, promise. Next time? Yeah, there will be a next time. I'm going to hold you to that, Fred. It's too bad George had to leave so soon. Don't worry, I do most of the talking anyway. Charlie and Bill have told us plenty about you already. Nothing too embarrassing, I hope. Just that you drool when you sleep and sing when you think no one's looking. That's true. Fred! More respect. Kidding. But I have heard all about your adventures in the Cursed Vault. And Charlie wouldn't shut up for weeks after you gave him that Hebridean Black Dragon Scale. I can see that's true. Fred! Charlie didn't need to know that. Though, I was mostly interested in hearing all about the tricks you've pulled around Hogwarts. I've pulled a lot of tricks. I'd be honoured to have such a master trickster as a friend. No more tricks, please. Of course, Fred. I could always use more friends. I'm running out of them. I'll take it you and George like making mischief. That's putting it mildly. Once, when they were 7, they almost tricked Ron into making an unbreakable vow. Oh, God. Got caught, too. No pocket money for a year. Not to mention that time you gave Ron an acid pop, burnt a hole through his tongue. A classic. Can you blame us for loving mischief? April 1st is our birthday, after all. I'm glad you've met, but now Charlie, Fred and I need to study. Yes, Mum. I like him. I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help decoding Trelawney's prophecy, Shiny. You'd have to be as gifted in divination as a centaur to make sense of that vague prediction. A centaur! That's it, Percy. I can ask Torvus in the Forbidden Forest for help. With any luck, he'll be able to decipher Trelawney's prophecy. Nice. My herd needs me right now. But we can get together when I've finished. Okay? Or you could get your act together and just start now. It seems like they've really invested in the storyline in terms of the cutscenes, I mean. They've invested in them. They're bigger. More information. I like it. It breaks up the tapping. Right. Torvus. Oh, he's there. We don't have to find him. I need a centaur and wizards unite. Thank you for meeting me, Torvus. Attack! I am happy to indulge the human who returned my herd's arrowhead and helped me bring an end to my exile. Were you able to defeat the dragon in the cursed vault and break the curse trapping those students in portraits? Oh yeah. Thanks to your advice and about working together, we were able to subdue the dragon and break the curse. Unfortunately, we weren't prepared for a professor, Rakepick, betraying us. We made it out, but... I'm sorry to hear that. What of your brother? Did you manage to find him? Yeah, but he lost shortly after chase after Rakepick. I hardly got to speak to him. In a way, it was less painful when he was stuck in the vault. At least I knew he wasn't choosing to avoid me. I'm sorry, Shiny. I know what it's like to be abandoned by those who mean the most to you. You had it worse, or I had it worse. I mean, you had it worse. I know you do. In fact, you probably had it even worse, Torvus. After all, your whole family shunned you. I can't imagine how hard that must have been. We're together now. That's all that matters. I hope you're able to have a proper reunion with your brother too. Thank you, Torvus. Maybe one day. But I imagine you didn't come up here to catch up. You're right. The real reason I came was because a curse from another vault has been unleashed on your school, and you come to consult with me. Yeah, a student's been petrified. How did you know? It happens every year. You only seek me out when you need help with something related to the vaults or your brother. I didn't have to divine the future to see this coming. So wise. Funny you should mention divination, because that's actually why I came. My divination professor Trelawney gave me an ominous sounding prophecy. I don't have a lot of clues about what and where the final curse vault is, just a coral key. And that the petrified student looks similar to the merperson trident I found in the last cursed vault. So if this prophecy is related to the final cursed vault, and this new curse, deciphering it might provide some answers. And you want my help doing that, because you heard centaurs are skilled in divination. Yeah. Are you sure you didn't do any divination before I came? No, you humans are just very predictable. No, we're not. And you would say that. Tell me what this prophecy said. I'll see if I can provide any further insight. I mean, I have a spare moment. Come to the forest grove, but don't delay. I'm right next to you, Torvus. Right next to you. God, Torvus. Right. There was something about changes swirling around me. Perhaps I should consult the heavens. Yeah, you could do that. Trelawney mentioned murky water in my future. She also mentioned endings multiple times. I hope the prices to pay and the ultimate price isn't death. This is an interesting prophecy indeed. If only I had some sage and mallowsweet with me. I mean, I'm sure that has some bearing on divination, but that just seemed completely irrelevant. Let me contemplate the meaning for a moment. Okay, take your time. Perhaps just consult the heavens rather than repeating yourself. Drink break. It's so damn hot. It's so hot. It's ridiculous. 37 degrees was the max today, which I've seen it's way hotter in America at the moment. Like, unbearable temperatures, apparently. But at least in America, you're prepared for it. I think every time I've been to America, aircon is like a way of life. Here, you don't have aircon in England because you never need it. It's not worth buying for this one day of every 3 years. Well, Torvus, were you able to make any sense out of Trelawney's prophecy? I'm afraid this one is beyond my This Professor Trelawney must either be truly gifted or truly fake. Thanks for trying, any Torvus. What would you make a prediction on? Fake? However, there are members of my herd who are much gifted in divination than I. They are masters of astrology and use sage and mallowsweet to refine their findings. Okay. They might be able to provide you with further insight into your prophecy. If it'll help me find the last cursed vault before rate pick and lead me to my brother, then I'll have to talk to the other centaurs. That won't be easy. Most refuse to get this close to human settlements. And humans, with the exception of Hagrid and a few others, aren't welcome in the centaur camp. Please, Torvus, is there any way I can convince the herd to let me visit the centaur camp? I can try vouching for you, but I was only recently accepted back into my herd. My word may not mean that much. However, if you presented them with suitable offerings, they might be persuaded. What kind of offerings? Gifts that show you understand and respect the herd and our culture. Can you be more specific? I'm afraid not. The ideas must come genuinely from you. If the herd suspects I've helped you in any more than I already have, they'll reject your offering. Okay. Forbid you from visiting the camp and likely exile me all over again. Oh God, no pressure then. What? That's so weird. My character's like with no pressure or anything. I said that before I came. I have faith in you, Shiny. Trust your instincts, they'll serve you well. My instincts are telling me your herd might appreciate some quality herbs. We do use a variety of them in our daily lives. Then it's settled. I'll start by paying a visit to Sprout in the herbology greenhouses. Sage and Mallowsoft. I'm caring for the pants now. If you need me, you can find me in the herbology classroom. I'm coming. Pick that up. Do you have any Sage and Mallowsoft? Excuse me, Professor Sprout. Oh, hello there, Mr. Hunter. I don't suppose you've come to volunteer your services as a de-weeder. Sorry, Professor Sprout, but no. I was actually hoping I could have some of your herbs. I want to give them as a gift to potential friends that I'm trying to win over. And you're in luck. Mr. Winger and I were just about to start harvesting a few of our herbs. You've met Mr. Winger, haven't you? No. Actually, Shiny is a friend of mine. Why are you looking at me like that? That was the first time you've ever introduced me as your friend. If you're going to react like that every time, it's also the last. Oh, alright, I'll tone it down next time. Clearly the two of you are close. Now back to the matter at hand. I suppose I could share some of my extra herbs with you, Mr. Hunter, if you're willing to help with the harvesting. Sound fair? Yes, Professor Sprout. I'll be happy to lend a hand. Excellent. Then let's start harvesting plants. Let's. It's the 1 hour class for this one. I think we're going to need more energy. £2.25 for £6.49 or £2.85 for £6.49. This is a no-brainer. The extra food and coinage will be good. You can't complain with that. That was an actual good offer. Usually most of the offers are pretty bad, and I suppose they're good if you want books, but nah. The unreasonably warm weather has really helped the sage thrive. Madame Pomfrey will be happy to see how well the Disney is coming in this year. The smell of lavender has really filled this greenhouse. If only it was as easy to avoid toxic people as it is to avoid toxic plants. Yeah. Be sure to only harvest the mature plants. Because I know the difference. Yeah, we know. Toxic people, a big problem for you. Horde of energy, please. No, try it like this. Madam Pomfrey will be happy to see how well the Dittany is coming in this year. It's good. Is it? Is it good Dittany? This looks ready to be harvested. Nope. Ah, too late. Sorry. Messed it up. Done. Now give me some herbs. I think that's all of the herbs that we're ready to harvest. It looks like the sage and Dittany and lavender had especially good yields, Professor. Excellent. Then I could spare some of one of those herbs. Is there one you'd recommend? I really need to make a good impression with this gift. That really depends on how you think your recipients would use it. Sage has both mundane and magical uses, and is even used in divination. Obvious choice. Dittany contains powerful healing properties. Nah. And lavender not only smells lovely, but has a variety of practical uses, including as an insect repellent. That's in mind, which one of the herbs would you prefer? I really want to pick the wrong one, like lavender, but I'll take the sage, please. That's the one that will be good. Great choice. I'm sure your recipients will appreciate its diversity. Feel free to take a sprig or two before you go. Thank you, Professor Sprout. Though perhaps I could interest you in sticking around to help us water a few plants. Get out while you can, Shiny. It starts with watering a few plants, but soon you'll be elbow deep in manure. Don't listen to Mr. Winger. A little manure never hurt anyone. Sorry, Professor, but I need to talk to Hagrid. With any luck, he'll have some additional gift ideas. Sage isn't enough. Mallow soft. We need to take Fang for a walk, but he'd love to meet up after. Okay. How about you cancel your walk for 64 gems? Was it 64 gems? Oh no, it was some gems. Hagrid. Oh. Oh no. No. I double clicked. Oh, there's Hagrid's foot. Fang! Ruff. Thanks for inviting me to your hut, Hagrid. Of course, Fang and I were just talking about how we missed you having you around. Weren't we, Fang? Woof! Woof! Love you too, Fang. How's your 6th year going so far? Not well, Hagrid. I haven't heard from my brother since he left me in the buried vault. Rapick is still on the loose. A new statue curse has broken out. That's petrifying students. And Trelawney gave me an ominous prophecy. I'm sorry to hear that, Shiny. Is there anything I can do? Actually, I need your help coming up with some ideas of what to gift the Forbidden Forest Centaur herd. We'd be happy to help, but why? I need to ask the Centaurs about Trelawney's prophecy. See, it might contain clues to help me find the last cursed vault and break its curse faster, which will then prevent Rapick from getting hands on whatever's in the vault, save Hogwarts from petrification, and help a certain moody wizard, and possibly even reunite me with my brother. Sounds like you need to speak to the Centaur as soon as possible then. I do, but Torvis said I can't enter the Centaur camp without suitable offerings. Since they like you, I thought you might be able to have an idea. You might have an idea of what to get. Well, they're always happy when I bring me rock cakes to visit. Really? They like your rock cakes. Can't get enough of them. They make a point of telling me every time I bring them. See, why don't we cook up a batch of rock cakes as one of your offerings? It's been a while since I made some for them, so I'm sure the Centaurs will be thrilled. I just can't see it. I'm in my hut. Yeah. Once again. We know. How many times? You got to let them bake until they're nice and crunchy. I don't think... No. Should we really keep the rock cakes in the fire for this long? Yeah. Woof. Woof. Does Fang like rough cakes? Sorry, Fang, these aren't for you. That's it. Really put your arm in. Stirring. Into stirring. The most important ingredient is love. Oh. Well, I don't love these, so I'm probably not going to cook them properly, which isn't a bad thing, and then I might love them, which would then make the next batch bad. But then that would be bad, and it would make a crap batch, but the crap batch would be nice. It's an endless circle that at least has some rock cakes provided for us that might taste like cakes and not rocks. Maybe. Yeah, that's really annoying when you got glasses and it just splashes you in the face. I've now got droplets on my eyes. That's what I see now. That's everything I see. It's like that. Done. And you have it, and there you have it. A batch of fresh rock cakes. They look perfect, but why don't you give them to taste just to make sure? I'm gonna politely decline. Oh no, I can't, Hagrid, because there won't be enough for the whole herd. Codswallop, there's plenty to go around. I wouldn't want to spoil my diet. One rock cake won't hurt. You're not making up excuses because you really don't want to eat one, are you? Hagrid, the truth is, I'm saving my appetite for dinner. It's Cornish pasty night, and I want to eat as many as possible. Ha! Why didn't you say so? I could eat a tray of them pasties myself. But thank you, Hagrid. I'm sure the Centaurs will appreciate this. Are you planning on heading over to the Forbidden Forest right now? Not yet. I'd like to get just one more gift first, just to prove that without a doubt, I am a friend of the herd. The only problem is, I have no idea what to get. Well, you could try something related to the stars. Those centaurs are always looking up at the stars, not at the night sky. That's a brilliant idea, Hagrid. I'm not very familiar with astronomy, but Badeea is. If I stargaze with her, I might come up with an idea for an astronomical gift I can give the centaurs. It's like a double word. If you want to stargaze, come to the courtyard before Filch catches me out of bed. I'm coming. Because astronomical usually means it's astronomically good, but it's also astronomical because it's stars. It's a good use of that word. Thanks for agreeing to stargaze with me, Badeea. My battery's running low. I gotta get my charger. Run. If I don't get battery in the back of the computer, it stops the recording and you lose it all. It's only happened once. If you're watching that, obviously it never stopped charging. And the first heat and ice packs dropping, hobs falling off. This is bad omens. Thanks for agreeing to stargaze with me, Badeea. I never turned down an opportunity to admire the stars, Jenny, especially during difficult times. And considering a student recently turned up petrified, I say right now qualifies. I'm actually surprised you want to stargaze here. Most of the school seems to be avoiding the courtyard for fear of being petrified themselves. Aren't you afraid that by coming here you'll be cursed too? I've decided not to let fear of possibility stop me from enjoying one of the best stargazing spots at Hogwarts. Fair enough. Just like I didn't let the portrait curse stop me from enjoying Hogwarts' paintings. But what about you? How do you feel returning back to the place you found the petrified student? Determined. I feel even more determined to save the petrified student and the rest of Hogwarts from this statue curse. That's the spirit. Actually, Badeea, the curse is related to why I asked you to come. Trelawney gave me a prophecy that might help me find the cursed vault and break the petrification curse. But to make sense of it, I need to enter the Forbidden Forest Centaur camp and consult the centaurs, which they'll only let me do if I can provide gifts that prove I'm trustworthy, so it's important I get it right. Centaurs are avid astronomers, so I thought stargazing with you might give me ideas for the perfect gift. But personally, I never stargaze without my favourite star chart. I found it in the artifact room. It's documented hundreds of years worth of star movements. Why don't you use it while we stargaze? You can see if the centaurs might like the star map, like a star map of their own, or we could just take that one because it sounds right up their street. Would you be willing to give it to me? No. What is your favourite constellation? Don't know. Milky Way? If you do you see that star? It's Altair. When I look up at the night sky, I see infinite possibilities. Yeah, still don't know the answer to that one. If you look really closely, you can see Jupiter. I can't see Jupiter. And to be fair, those stars is a very good star night. And I don't really rarely see that. You have a way of making everything seem so inspiring, Badeea. The sky does look much more beautiful now that the castle lights are off. Is that... Was that a shooting star? No. Ursa Major is right there. Right where this star chart says it should be. Or would be. I think that's us done. Is that a shooting star? No. It's not. This is a big one. Big one in terms of minutes, isn't it? I think it's such a big part and they've got a lot of scenes to it, which is good, and I like that. Although my body doesn't. It's so hot. It's so hot. After stargazing, I'm sure that star chart is exactly what I need to impress the centaurs. Now I just need to find one. Or, luckily you won't have to look far, because I'm giving mine to you. Yes! Well, but Badeea, isn't this star chart really special to you? Yes, and to be honest, I hate to part with it. But I doubt a regular star chart will have as much of an impact as a rare historical one. That's true. And if gifting it to the centaurs would help you break the curse and prevent more students from getting petrified, then it's worth it. I've practically got it memorized anyway. This means a lot to me, Badeea. Thank you. Now I have everything I need to try and convince the centaurs to let me visit their camp. I better show them to Torvus. Torvus! Don't make me wait. God damn it, Torvus! I said don't make me wait. I'm chill. It's good. Good? It's fine. It's fine, Torvus. 100 gems. It's nothing. It's nothing. God damn it, Torvus. God damn it. What was his excuse? I didn't even read his excuse. I was so angry. I'm eager to see what you've come up with. Please don't keep me waiting, the forest god. Keep me waiting? How dare he say that? And you aren't that eager, mate. You weren't that eager to see it. Because if you were, you'd have been here 3 minutes ago technically because of the gems that I just paid for. But for some people, 8 hours. Damn it, Centaur. You've returned, Shiny. I trust you brought offerings for my herd. I have, Torvus, and I think they'll be pleased. Hopefully they'll convince your herd to allow me to visit the centaur camp and study Trelawney's prophecy. Show me what you have, and I'll tell you what I think. Okay? Rubbish. Obvious. No. You best be impressed. Even we still have a lot to learn from the heavens. Yeah, this star chart might help you. I can tell you put thought into each of these gifts. I did. Hagrid suggested I bring the herd some of his rock cakes. I consult with my herbology professor on what herbs might find useful. There's no way they like the rock cakes. So you interpret our appreciation of nature into an appreciation of herbs. Yes. The herd did not seem thrilled at the idea of having another human coming into the camp. But, should I have got more gifts? Even we, yeah. Still a lot to learn. I'll tell you what you have to learn. How to speak a little bit more in 8 hours. Otherwise, conversation can run dry, my friend, and we find ourselves repeating ourselves. Hint, hint. We're repeating ourselves. That's the hint. That you're saying the same thing. You don't even realize it. I'm doing it as well now. I think we should hopefully be able to get the end of it. And if not, I have a lot of energy in the castle to go through. So if we need the last few. But nah, it's looking like it's going to be borderline. I'm going to say no, actually. I think we're going to need more energy. I mean, this last bit, expensive. They've definitely made the decision to put more time periods, gem periods in. Is it like that they're hoping that people will spend more to? I mean, because obviously I gem it to get through this, but to be honest, like if I wasn't covering this content, I would never gem it because you can get it done for free. So I don't know, like it'd be interesting to see how much they actually make from gems. Is there a way to look at that? I feel like there is. I think I've seen an app before, or a site, that displays the revenue of how much an app makes. It'd be interesting to look at that. I think we should have enough with that. Forbidden Forest. This is part 6, right? We'll find out very soon. But it could mean that next episode we're going into a centaur camp, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. With one to spare. Success. Well, Torvis, what do you think about my gifts? You showed excellent judgment in selecting them. I'm impressed. Choosing sage was an especially brilliant decision. We burn it to refine our stargazing and divination. And then how you knew about it, I don't know. You said it twice. It was also marshmallow. It wasn't marshmallow, but soft mallow. Mallow soft, that's what it was. I'd say it's one of our most valued and useful herbs. I'm glad to hear that. I remembered you'd mentioned it earlier and knew I had to include it. Don't mention that to the herd. They will exile me. Exile me. I'm sure the herd will recognize and appreciate your attentiveness and willingness to learn. I am also certain the herd will appreciate such a storied and unique star map. Though I'm afraid to say the same, I can't say the same about Hagrid's rock cakes. But Hagrid told me you all love them. Oh, that's me. We may be beasts, but even we don't have a heart to tell Hagrid the truth, right? Then I suppose we shouldn't include them. On the contrary, we definitely should. Hagrid is one of the few humans my herd trusts. Associating yourself with him can only help your case. Then, do you think these gifts will be enough to convince the herd to let me visit the Centaurs camp? I believe these offerings truly demonstrate that you understand and respect the herd and our culture. However, the decision is not mine to make. After I explain your situation and vouch for you, the herd will deliberate and consult the heavens. Then you will be brought to the Centaur camp to present your offerings, after which a representative of the herd will judge them and make their decision. I understand. Thank you for doing doing all this to help me, Torvis. It's really important that I understand Trelawney's prophecy. If real, it might be the key to protecting Hogwarts' future, and mine. Don't thank me yet, Shiny. Your future amongst the herd remains to be seen. Nice choice of words there. Seen, divination. Done! Chapter 3 finished in year 6. We have successfully done everything we can to possibly make the herd accept us as not one of them, but like somebody who they will help out. I think we've done more than enough. And the rock cakes can be used as weapons, so you can weaponize those rock cakes. So if you don't have any use on that side of things, hey, star map, obvious. Sage, obvious. Feel like I cheated a bit and feel like he should be exiled for telling me before, subtly, said it twice. Yeah, we'll find out. Let's find out next episode whether Torvis does get exiled or whether we get accepted. Hopefully it will be next episode that we get to visit the Centaur camp. Is it one of the locations in the forest? Forest with Spider's Lair, forest, Centaur camp. Yes. So it will be there that we venture and potentially open in the next episode. Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content and information. That is all for me. I am going to die because it's so goddamn hot. See you next time.